Hello, assalamu alaikum, Jianu, Pakhairagale, Ni hao, Chunashumme, Washmale, Ohio, Gonzaimes, Guten Morgen, Hola, Bonjour, Privyet, Kaifa hal, Halal Shama Chatore, Ahlal Masala Marhaba, Buna, Mucho, Gracias, Swabiab, and a very amazing good morning to everybody who's tuned in to PTV World and watching World this morning alongside Shazad Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that everybody's ready to rise and shine, wake and bake, get up, and be more focused about what they want to do in life. But this is something which I say every day almost whenever I do my openings. And the reason is that I believe and I want to actually make sure that everybody out there is living a very positive and a healthy life. And I think that this is something which is very important as well. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, whenever we speak about positivity, it does not come so easily, you know. So to be positive in life, you really have to be on that track where you yourself believe that you're on the right track, that the success is actually coming and kind of kissing your feet too as well, because वो ये उर्दू में तो यही कहते हैं कि खुशकिस्मती जो है वो तुम्हारे कदम चूमेगी. So you know, I think that that's the English version of it as well, and everybody wants success, ladies and gentlemen. I think that everybody who puts in the right amount of hard work, everybody who knows the direction he or she needs to go in, everybody who's got a lot of support from their family and their friends, I think are the people who are the most successful in life. But other than that, you know, whenever we have been in conversation with people who are successful in life, and whenever we ask them whether there's a formula for success, I don't think that they are able to give it away. It's because of the fact that they might think that there's a formula, but they cannot put it into words, because all of that hard work, all of those nights which they were up, all amount of work which they have put in so far in their careers or in their life, that cannot be said in a few lines or in a few words, ladies and gentlemen. So the only reason why I'm talking about success is that today we've actually been joined by these amazing brothers. Well, yeah, so there are two set of brothers over here in the studios. That's the best part. And so I'm actually talking about the later set of the brothers who's actually invited this set of the brothers to perform for them. And I think that's great, ladies and gentlemen. So there's a Qawwali night happening today in Islamabad as well. And it's brought to us by X Events. And they're a group of brothers, ladies and gentlemen, only two of them. They are with us today. We'll be in conversation with them. But that's not what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, what we want you to see, what we want you to learn today is that even brothers, when they come together, when they work together in the same direction, they can bring a lot of success for themselves, for the family, and not just for themselves. In fact, for all of those people who were performing for them, even success is going to come to them too as well. Because ladies and gentlemen, whenever you've given your 100%, there's Allah Almighty who's actually watching, who's actually looking after you as well. He knows that you have put in your 100%, and he makes sure that, you know, that even an iota of your hard work does not go to waste. And I think that this is something very important. This is something which we really need to emphasize on. But before we get started, I just wanted to thank a few of our colleagues, Ms. Rida and Mr. Ahmed as well, because I was away in Karachi for the launch ceremony of PTV Sports First Lifetime Achievement Awards, and they kind of watched my back as well. So thank you very much, Ahmed. Thank you very much, Rida. And yeah, so Shiza is going to get Shiza has got a big news in her life. So once she's back, you know, we'll definitely discuss that too as well. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, the event market or the event industry over here in Pakistan has literally boomed. You know, for example, from 2012 till 2020, I think we have seen a lot of events taking place as well. And when you see that I'm not around, well, that's what I'm doing. But, you know, I'm at another event, probably hosting it as well, because that's the forte. But ladies and gentlemen, how does the event industry work? How do we, you know, bring along so many different sponsors, so many other parties, and make it a successful event? This is something which we'll talk about. And the people who are performing today for this Qawwali night, they're over here in the studios as well. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce the first two brothers. They recently, well, it's not really recently, they released a song in 2019. They've been working. I mean, once again, you know, this is what I was talking about. They made sure that even if whatever they were releasing wasn't a hit, that they are going to come up with another one, then another one, then another one. And this is what I reiterate upon as well, that, you know, if there was an idea, you executed it and it didn't work out, you think of another idea. And they kept on doing it. And mashallah, ladies and gentlemen, their latest release has actually passed 50 million views on YouTube only. They're viral on TikTok. They're everywhere. And let me tell you from the bottom of my heart that whenever I listen to that kalam, at times I do cry alongside it. Or whenever I feel like crying, I listen to that kalam too as well. Ladies and gentlemen, these amazing brothers have done an amazing job as well. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, they are Muhammad Rahim Sultan Al Qadri. Hello, assalamu alaikum, good morning, how are you?
Walaikum assalam. Thank you very much. I'm really fine with a lot of blessings from Almighty Allah, and things are going great with a lot of blessings from my Murshid, Hazrat Bapir Khwaja Kifayat Ali, Al-Maruf Bapir Khwaja Qadir Ali Sultan Al-Qadri, and my Grandmaster, Hazrat Bapir Khwaja Muhammad Abdul Bari, Pir Ikram Sultan Ghazi Sultan Al-Qadri Rahmatullah Alayh. And from there, this most special personality in our lives, Sayyidul Sadat, Hazrat Bapir Rafiq Shah Jilani Shahnshah from Ranipur Sharif. He's called Pir of Ranipur.
Yes.
So everything is going great.
And it's great. And I love this, that, whenever they're on the show, they actually make sure that they mention the entire lineage of the family or the people whom they follow as well. And if I think about my grandparents, yeah, I do remember the names. And if I think about the father of my grandparent, I know the name. But beyond that, I don't think that I can guess that. But that's particularly very all right. Thank you very much for joining us alongside Muhammad Rahim. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been joined by Muhammad Javed Sultan Al-Qadri Sahab as well. Hello, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Assalam, alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How are you?
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for joining us. It's wonderful to have you. And ladies and gentlemen, so these are two brothers and they will be performing tonight because of the fact that there are other two brothers who are actually organizing this event. The name of their company is X Events as well. There are other performers. There are 4 other performances, and Sultan Al Qadri Kawal will be headlining the event. But without any further ado, those two brothers who've actually joined hands together to bring this amazing event to us in Islamabad in the Magla Grand Marquee, ladies and gentlemen, they are none other than Mr. Muhammad Asfanjah Shakil. Hello, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum salam. Thank you so much, Razat Bhai, for inviting us.
Thank you very much. And it looks wonderful. In fact, yeah, it looks different because, ladies and gentlemen, Asfan is actually a college-going student and he looks older, but it's perfectly all right. But not just that, let's move on to his elder brother as well, who's a university student. He's none other than Muhammad Shahriar Shakil. Hello, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Walaikum salam, I'm good, how are you?
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for joining us. It's wonderful to have you over here on the show as well. But before I am in conversation with the Kawals, I actually wanted to start my conversation with you. So when did X Events came into being, and how did you guys decide that, okay, both of us can do it? What was the family saying? Well, in fact, yeah, how did it all start?
So basically, X Event was formed in August 2018.
Okay.
And we've managed around 30 to 35 events.
Wow.
In the Twin Cities and outstation as well. Wow. Including Mandi, Bauddin and other cities of Pakistan.
Wow, well that's great.
So basically we're into musical events.
Yep.
Like Qawwali nights, concerts, DJ nights, raves,
yep.
and other.
Yeah, well that's great, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll definitely build up on that too as well. But what I wanted to ask was that within my own family, even if I ask my father that okay, probably I can do a business venture with my sister or with my brother, he's always like, you should do your own work and let them do their own work as well. So how come that they're two brothers, they're in partnership? Do you guys argue over things as well?
Well, the idea to being when I was sitting with one of my friends, Osama, he was my partner in the start, but things fall apart. But we were sitting in a park in F8 and we discussed about how people...
You were sitting in a park?
We were sitting in a park.
What were you doing in the park?
We were like...
I mean, this is not the age
I think we were...
in Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the age to go to the park. But they might look older, but he's only 22 years old, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so he can still go to the park. Yeah, go ahead.
We were sitting in the park. It was the park. So we discussed about how people just, don't think about the risks.
Yeah.
And they go and take a step forward.
Yep.
They take a step forward to, be successful. Not just successful, be something who they are not right now.
Yep.
Because what you do in the present is what defines what you are in the future.
Exactly.
To be very honest, the hard work that you do today defines you who you are tomorrow. And we have an example, which is Sultan Qadria. We've known them for more than a year. Right now, our first event was with them.
Wow.
Exactly. We invited them for a Qawwali night. That time they were not famous.
Yeah.
They helped us out, we helped them out. And from then, I think both of our.
So from then there was no looking back, ladies and
looking
gentlemen, and always loved fairy tales like these, that there was no looking back. And I think that people who believe in themselves are the people who are successful in today's time. And ladies and gentlemen, age does not define success. Earlier there were people who were 40 years old, 50 years old, and you know, probably they were doing very well in life, and that was a different definition of success. But these days, people who are 16 or 17 years old are millionaires too as well. So if you really want to affiliate money with success, I think that money should always be affiliated with success, because people who fail in life has got a very different concept with money, or probably have very different concepts generally as well. And I think that we really need to correct the concepts as well, ladies and gentlemen. Most of the time people do not affiliate the concept of success with money. It's not important, but it can be their take. But other than that, let me come back to you. So you guys have struggled quite a lot. You guys have seen a period of 6-7 years where you guys kept on producing music.
Exactly.
And it didn't go anywhere. But eventually there was this song which you released. It crossed 50 million views as well, and not just that, it's everywhere. It's on TikTok. And you just told me that this song was actually recorded in 2014, but released in 2019. Why? What happened?
Yeah, exactly. You can say what I was telling you already, that I talked about my lineage.
Yeah.
As you already said. Basically, we recorded that in 2014, but you know, always there is a time for a certain thing.
Exactly.
So, you know, the time comes and there is the Almighty. And you know what? The thing is that we kept on producing, we kept on struggling, but we don't think that it's, you know, just like you were saying that you keep on struggling, but if you ask the one who is struggling that to put on the formula that how you got struggle.
Exactly.
So they can't put that in words.
Yeah.
So it's the same for us, that we can't put that in words, but all we know is that whatever we have got today, it's all because of the, you know, blessings of our lineage, blessings of our Almighty Allah, you know, our Murshid, our Grandmaster, our great Grandmaster, all the lineage of Sultanul Qadria Tariqa.
Yeah.
That's all because of our spiritual lineage.
Exactly,
our spiritual
and that's great. But eventually, I want you to realize that by the end of the day, it was you who composed the music, it was you who wrote the lyrics, and then the blessings are always there. You know, the family members are praying. That's great. But for something which you recorded in 2014 and you didn't release it till 2019, the only question which I'm going to pose to you is that I've recorded 2 songs, and I recorded one in 2012 and the other one in 2015, and I couldn't release them because whenever I listen to them, I'm like, you know, I don't think that it's going to work out. So was it that concept then कि यार अच्छा ये बना तो लिया है लेकिन पता नहीं यार ये कैसा लगेगा लोगों को? Was it that, or you just didn't release it yourself?
No, we didn't release it ourselves. The question you asked, I was about to come over to that. In 2018, December, our whole group with my master, my Murshid, me, Javed Bhai, and alongside, like, we were like 19 people.
Yeah.
We all went to Iraq with our Murshid, with our master. You can say Bulawa, you know,
Yes.
the Hazari, and we all went there. And before going there, my master, you know, just like, you know, somebody assures you and somebody guarantees you that one time, just go with me, come back, and let's see. Then you will see what's going to happen in your lives.
Okay.
And, you know, we have recorded that in 2014. We have recorded, you know,
Yep.
we have
Yep.
recorded back-to-back tracks.
Several tracks, yeah.
Released a few things, then kept some things, you know, like for a good time, for a better time. Yeah, when we'll have resources, we'll have, you know, better production, then we'll do it. But, you know, you never know. When is that certain time, it's going to come and it's going to, you know, struck you, and you don't know. We went to Iraq. We, you know, recited kalams. We performed at Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani, Rahmatullah alayh, Baghdad Sharif, and after that we went to Qazman, Najaf, Iraq, Karbala, sorry, and you know, all the places like, you know, Hazrat Imam Hussain, Shansha, and Hazrat Abbas, Hazrat Maula Ali.
Exactly.
And everywhere we went with the order of our master,
Yep.
we recited everywhere, and you know, I can't say it's a story,
Yep.
it's a reality. You know
Okay.
what happened with us.
So when you got back, your master said that you can release a song now.
No,
Was it like that?
No, we released a song, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it was like, you know, yeah, okay, just release it. And we had no idea. You know, when we released that track, it was like, you know, we had only 600 and something subscribers on our YouTube channel. And today, alhamdulillah, it's close to 600,000.
Wow, and that's fabulous. And ladies and gentlemen, listening to such stories always make my beliefs more firm. on Allah Almighty and how things work as well. And it can't always be, you putting in all the hard work and then Allah Almighty, helping you from the divine side as well. And this is something which needs to work out as well. But which is why I'm going to move on to Asfan as well. So Asfan, for a successful event, it's always very important to have the qawwals or the singers who are most popular amongst the public and the audiences as well. So your choice of Sultan Qadria Qawwal was because of the fact that their track was recently a hit, or was it because of the fact that, since you were working with them since 2018 and you thought that, we started together, so let's do it together once again? Well, how does things work from an event organizer's point of view?
So basically, both of the reasons, because we've been working since 2018,
Yep.
and because of their famous track Ali Maula Ali Dam Dam.
Yeah.
So we wanted to go with them on Kalam as well, because in 2018 we organized a Qawwali night on 7th December, and basically it was our first event, and we knew nothing, like
Okay.
literally nothing. So Rahim Bhai and Javed Bhai, both of them helped us a lot.
Okay.
Like promoting the event and telling us about the setup, what to do, what we shouldn't be doing, and
Yeah.
about the security and all the issues faced by new event managers.
Wow.
So
And-
basically, because of their support, we've been working with them.
I think that's great. So let me move on to Shahryar as well. So Shahryar, putting together an event is not an easy job at all. Since I've been a part of this family and this fraternity for a longer time now, I for sure know that I'm not actually going to organize an event where I have to sell the tickets, because that's the worst part. You cannot recover the cost away in Pakistan. That was the game, I think, probably till 2016 or 17. But now, ladies and gentlemen, people are investing on tickets. People want to go somewhere. People want to enjoy, and they want to take their families. But other than talking about tickets, I want to talk about sponsors as well. So how was it for you to get sponsors, and who are the sponsors? Because, ladies and gentlemen, PTV World is actually the media partners for X event which is taking place today, and which is the Qawwali night. Yes, go ahead.
Kalam couldn't have been possible without the help of our partners, which are Kohinoor Textile Mills, Rawalpindi.
Yep.
It's a limited company, Other than that, we have PTV as our media partner, Alam's group of companies as our property advisor partner.
Wow.
It's like a new sort of a name we invented, yeah.
Venue partners, probably.
Not basically a venue partner, it's a property advisor. It was a new
Okay.
name we invented, basically. Other than that, we have a fitness partner, which is Absolute Gym.
Yeah.
We have Snap City as our PR partner. These are our parters.
No, but
Private-
that's great that these
Yeah.
are all of
I-
these
I-
companies
I
are your
know, I
partners.
know.
But how did you get to them, and was it difficult for you to kind of
Okay.
make
There-
them agree
there-
on whatever terms you had to share, and then asking for the amount of money you asked?
The date of the event was, when we thought about the event, it was 24th of February 2020.
Okay.
We shifted the event more than a month before the actual date because of one sponsor.
Yeah.
We had no cash, no monetary sponsor, nothing.
Yep.
A person agreed to pay us a sum of money, but the only, the only thing he said was that it should be in mid-January.
Yep.
So we shifted our whole event 1 month before. Because of that, we needed like 2 or 3 more sponsors.
Yep.
I think I'm also a part of ISEC, Islamabad, if you know. So I learned a lot about meetings, and I learned a lot about how to get people on board with you.
Yeah.
So by using those skills, which I never used in ISEC, basically it was just a jump for me. So which I never used in ISEC, that experience, that year-long experience taught me what the other person wants from me. So by that, I can manipulate what I give them.
So it's a value exchange.
You always have to deliver value.
Yeah.
In event management, everyone can call them an event manager if they have one vendor. But that's not the point. It's about where you add value in that whole process. It's how you become successful.
Exactly. And that's great too as well, ladies and gentlemen. And adding value to their event, what we have done is that we are actually going to share one of the kalams which the Qadri brothers did, ladies and gentlemen. And without any further ado, since they have had 50 million views, I think we're going to make it 50 million and 1 view now as well. So ladies and gentlemen, please let's go and let's take a listen. It's a beautiful track. And yeah, it kind of relaxes my heart quite a lot. So let's take a listen. This is Ali Maula, Your Way. Ladies and gentlemen, what a soulful kalam, ladies and gentlemen. Every time I listen to this kalam, and I feel wonderful, I feel amazing, and then I feel like crying too as well. And I think that this is that emotion which everybody goes through. But over here in Pakistan, men are usually not affiliated with crying, but it's perfectly all right. When you're alone, you can do it to yourself as well. But very quickly, for all of those people who are interested, ladies and gentlemen, you can still get your tickets. How to get your tickets and where is it taking place, all of these details will actually be told by Mr. Shahriyar over here. So Shahriyar Sahab, please go ahead.
Okay, so the name of the event, Qawwali Night, it's called Kalam.
Okay.
The name of the event is Kalam,
Kalam.
itself. So we have three artists other than Sultan Qadria.
Can you name them, please?
Yeah, it's Hassan Javed,
Okay.
Fasih Shah, and Abdul Samad.
And all of these are Qawwals basically?
No, they're underground singers.
Okay.
Fasih Shah is an upcoming artist from Aptabad.
Okay.
We also, he also placed his own streamers and, posters in Aptabad because it's his first live show.
Wow.
So, other than that, it's gonna happen at Margla Grand Marquee on the highway, Islamabad highway, at 6. You can get the tickets on spot because it's today, so we can't possibly deliver a lot of tickets
Yep.
before because we have to go and do the setup.
But if you have any phone number which you can share right now with people so that they can get the tickets or call somebody to
Okay.
reserve the tickets, that'd be great.
So if someone wants the ticket, they can call me on my number, which is 0332 527 5888.
527-5888, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to buy the tickets, that's the number. Yeah, only for tickets, okay? Yeah, make sure that you do not use it for other means as well, which is great. But other than that, do you want to share any other details about the event and, what's going to happen today? And whenever the event organizers say that, the event's going to start at 6, usually the events never start on time. So if you're saying that, we're going to start at 6, is it really 6 or is it going to be 7 or 7:30?
We always start on the time we've mentioned.
Wow,
Always.
that's great, and I think that this is one of those points, ladies and gentlemen, where the event organizer actually takes lead. If the event's on time, if everybody goes back home happy, and if they write good reviews, I think that this is where you're going to get to the next event, and everybody's going to be in love with it. But other than that, we have something very special today, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on towards that, I think that these brothers are very kind. I'm talking about Sultan Qadri Qawwal as well. That every time they've been on the show, they've always recognized that our very first television appearance was on World This Morning, and they've always been very respectful of that fact. So today they came back with a surprise, and they're going to release another kalam today, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here. So let's see what do they have to say about this kalam. First of all, tell us about this kalam, who composed the music, who wrote the lyrics and everything. Please go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to share some certain moments.
Yep.
As I told you, we went to Sindh, Ranipur Sharif in the ending of December. So our great grandmaster Sayyid Sadat, Peer of Ranipur Sharif, Bapir Sayyid Rafiq Shah Shah Jalani Shanshah, His Highness called us there, and when we were there. And before going there, we just, these are the traditional lyrics like Mujha Peer Dastagir, Waliyan Jo Waliya. It's about Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani.
So it's in Sindhi?
It's in Sindhi,
Wow.
yeah, exactly. So, but we tried to, modernize it just the way we did with Ali Maula Ali Damdam.
Yep.
We did the modern kind of music. And when we were there, and, I came to know, the son of Peer of Ranipur Sharif, his name is Sayyid Shafiq Shah Shah Jalani.
All right.
We call them, it's like, Al-Maruf. Mithu Sai Shanshah. Everybody calls him Mithu Sai.
Al-Maruf means famous.
Yeah,
Yes.
famous with the name of Mithu
Mithu
Sai.
Sai.
So we were there, and Mithu Sai Shanshah told us that when people ask me where these guys are and where they are staying in Ranipur Sharif, so I always tell them that they are sleeping in the god of Peer Dastagir.
Wow.
So that was a huge compliment for us, and I came to know that this track is being played in all the Sindh, and people are listening to it and they're loving it. So soon it will be available on like kind of ringback tunes as well, and
Wow.
inshallah we are working on it more and more. So
That's great. But since Javed Bhai has kept his quiet today, I just want to ask him a few questions as well. So Javed Bhai, what do you have to say about this kalam which you're going to released for the very first time and you're going to sing it today.
Yes, I would like to add a little bit.
Sure.
You will feel spirituality as well.
Wow.
That's what we felt when we performed over there, when we sang first in the studio.
Exactly.
And then we have performed at several places, at our Murshid's place and at
In Ranipur Sharif as well.
So it's, you know, I can't.
It's a different feeling,
It's a different feeling.
which
like
we
always.
cannot put in words, ladies and gentlemen. So are you ready?
Yeah,
Yes,
music, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Kebab Brothers is ready over here, and for everybody out there, we make sure that you're ready too as well, because this one is definitely going to be more spiritual than the one we heard before. I mean, anybody could feel differently because of the fact that everybody's got a different ear and a different choice for music as well. But let's take a listen for the very first time on PTV World, on World This Morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are very thankful that you guys decided to release it today on the show as well. Let's do this.
Bismillah.
मुझो पीर दस्तगीर वलियन जो वलिया असा बेउनिया जे दरा झोल झलिया मुझो पीर दस्तगीर वलियन जो वलिया मुझो पीर दस्तगीर वलियन जो वलिया रोई पई कुरानी सही वागा वारो बुढ़ड़िया जो बेड़ो सही पाने तारो रोई पई कुरानी सही वागा वारो बुढ़ड़िया जो बेड़ो सही पाने तारो कयो दस्तगीर गलिया कयो दस्तगीर गलिया असा बेउनिया जे दरा झोल झलिया मुझो पीर दस्तगीर वलियन जो वलिया मुझो पीर दस्तगीर वलियन जो वलिया जय लिल्लाह या अब्दुल कादिर साकिन अल बगदाद या शेख अल जिलानी जय लिल्लाह या अब्दुल कादिर साकिन अल बगदाद या शेख अल जिलानी महबूब सुभानी जय जो लकब हां आयो चोर बन जी
Suttoa, Sahin. Dado Suttoa. Very well done, and
you
it
very
was fabulous. And ladies and gentlemen, the best part over here is, and I could feel it, that was that, that I think that they've done a very good job with mixing the very traditional lyrics with the very modern music, and I think that this is something which was required as well. And for everybody who's out there, ladies and gentlemen, today at 6 p.m. at Magra Grand Marquee on the highway, what you can do is that you can go there, buy your ticket, and listen to them live as well. And I think that'll be great with the, all of those instruments being played and all of those people being in front of them. I think that everybody's going to love it. But at the same time, I think, Asfanjah, do you think that I've missed out on something which I wanted to ask you? I think that there was one thing which you wanted to mention. Please go out.
Services of excellence.
Yes, services of excellence. Please go ahead.
So basically, we're providing 7 to 8 services.
Yep.
The first is artist management, company and event branding,
Yep.
event management, event setups, media, security, and social media marketing.
Wow, that's good. That's quite a lot. I mean, for a firm which was actually developed in 2018, and by 2020 you have 7 or 8 services. How did you guys go around it all of a sudden? So you provide security once again?
Yes.
You-
Security, media, social media marketing,
Okay.
event and company branding,
Yep.
event setups,
Wow.
event management, and artist management.
For
Wow, that-
media, we have a totally different company. It's a company. It's called Asfanjar's Photography.
Yep.
That has been operating in the Twin Cities for the past 4 years.
Wow, that's good. So you're a photographer yourself?
Yes,
yeah, he's
I'm
a photographer. himself.
Wow, so that's good, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's in the house. Nobody needs to go outside because one brother is looking after a company which is doing events. The other brother is looking after a company which is doing photography and videos as well. So I don't think that, once they're going to get married, I don't think that they're actually going to ask somebody else to do their event.
Exactly,
They'll be doing it themselves. But I don't think that that'll be fun. Because, for a person who's getting married and, you are the groom and everybody's coming to you and asking, Asfan bhai, अब क्या करना था हमने? So Asfan bhai is like, यार मेरे से तो मत पूछो, अभी भाभी को संभालूं या या event को संभालूं. I think, but this is how things work as well. So,
Exactly.
so once again, how many tickets have we sold so far?
We sold around 350 to 450 tickets.
300 to
Yes.
400
And
tickets.
basically, we started selling our tickets 4 to 5 days ago
Okay.
because of shortage of time.
Okay.
Because we had to
Finalize the sponsors first.
the sponsors as well and some other things.
Well, that's great. But since you've sold 300 to 400 tickets, how many more people can you accommodate? I mean, for people who didn't knew about the event and when they see the show and they're like, okay, we want to go now. So how many more people can you accommodate? How many more tickets can you sell? 50,
Not-
100, 200?
Not more than 200.
Not more than
Not
200.
more than
So,
200.
ladies and gentlemen, this is a particularly special offer for all of those viewers of PTV World and World this morning. And you need to mention this as well, and you might get a discount. I think that this is something which we can do right now. So, can you guys offer people discount if they call you and they say that, we saw you on World this morning on PTV World? How much discount can you offer them?
We can offer them a package if we can't literally offer a discount on the ticket price.
10% or 5%, something of that sort.
10% or 5% would come around to 50 rupees or 100 rupees. That won't make much of a difference.
It won't
We
matter.
can do this if they buy 2 tickets from us.
Yeah.
They'll get the 3rd ticket for free.
Wow, so that's great, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to buy 2 tickets from X Events, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to give you another ticket for free, so which means that if you're paying for 2 people, you can take another one as well. And we always over here in Islamabad or Rawalpindi in Pakistan, there are people who want to tag along. हाँ जानी किधर जा रहा है यार मैं एक event पे जा रहा हूँ यार मैं भी जाऊँगा. So yeah, so I think that particular friend is going to be happy today because, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to spend for 2 tickets, you're going to get 1 free as well, which is going to be great. But very quickly, I'm sorry that I'm going to ask you, and since we're going to end the show too as well in the next 2-3 minutes, for how long will you guys be performing? 1 hour or 1.5 hours today?
1 hour 30 minutes.
1 hour 30 minutes. So that's the contract.
That's what's the slot.
Yeah,
What's the decided slot? But within 1
When you
hour
are on
30
stage-
minutes, it's a warm up for us.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And that's how it is.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, I've been through it myself as well, that usually when the audience is very loud and they're going crazy and they're enjoying, people on stage do not feel like leaving the stage as
Exactly.
well. And I've seen it, I've witnessed it myself as well. And I mean, I don't know whether you're going to mind this or not, but this is always kept as a secret. So what's the cue sheet like? So what songs are you performing earlier, and then what songs are you performing later on? I mean, if you can give away a little bit.
No problem. It's not a problem. Sharing the cue sheet.
Yeah.
It's making people curious about what you're going to perform.
Yeah.
it's also a good thing. But yeah, if they know what you're going to perform, they definitely, they know if, like, just like you can say, Ali Mola Ali Dam Dam.
Yep.
Wherever we go, people always, want us to perform this.
But is it the last track that you guys perform, or is it the first track?
No, it's going to be the very first one.
It's going to be the first one?
We're going to perform it in a playback version as well,
Yep.
with the same music, and secondly, the live version as well.
Wow.
And the live version would extend like, like for 30 minutes.
I think everybody's going to love it as well. But very quickly, for all the people out there who are actually deciding to come to the event as well, is there going to be a dhamal in it as well?
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay. Wow, that's great. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be there too as well. A lot of
Inshallah.
our colleagues from PTV, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be there as well. All right. And then at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, there's one more important announcement which we wanted to give away. But thank you very much for being with us. It's lovely to have you.
pleasure.
All the best for the event. If there's anything you guys want to say, please go ahead.
If anyone wants to visit our page on Instagram and get my number or my brother's number, it's x.events.isb on Instagram and xevents on Facebook.
Wow, that's great. Thank you very much. Best of luck for your event. Inshallah, we'll see you in the evening at Magla Grand Marquee, ladies and gentlemen, on the highway. The event starts at 6 p.m. And they've given a special offer. If you're going to mention that you've seen the show World this morning on PTV World, they're going to give you one ticket free only if you buy 2 tickets, okay? And the ticket is for?
1,000 rupees.
1,000 rupees.
1,000 rupees
1,000
for
for
students
students.
and 2,000 rupees for adults.
1,000 for students and 2,000 for adults. So for all of those people who are adults, please make sure that you tell them that you're students. Okay, you're going to get the ticket at 1,000 rupees as well. But they can pretty much observe or listen to the kind of tone you have. So please make sure that you do not talk like adults. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, our very legendary designer who actually designed the logo of PTV, Abdul Rahman Chugdai Sahab. It's his death anniversary as well. So prayers for his soul. And he's a miniature. He was a miniature painter, ladies and gentlemen. This legendary logo for PTV was designed by him, and it's his death anniversary today. A lot of prayers. May his soul rest in peace, and prayers for the family too as well. Please make sure that you write to us on our Facebook fan page, which is with the name of World This Morning. On Twitter, it's World This Morning without a G. On Dailymotion and YouTube, it's World This Morning. The Fabulous Repeat is going to be at 11 p.m. tonight. Make sure that you guys get to meet us today at 6 p.m. Magla Grand Marquee on the National Highway. PTV is the official media partner. We will be covering the event, and a lot of celebrities from PTV World will be there too as well. I'll be there. Please make sure that you ask for selfies from the Qadria Brothers as well, or the brothers who are actually organizing this event. Ladies and gentlemen, please look after yourselves. And it's Friday. Please make sure that you remember us all in your prayers too as well. Goodbye. Allah Hafiz. Thank you very much.